Hi, my name's Niall and I'm from the British Pest Control Association. Recently, there have been strikes in Birmingham Mason. You may see more pests around than usual. And even once these pests have been cleared, you may still see the population, after it's been carried out, looking for a new spot to hide. These are 8 risks for homeowners that they should be aware of, plus tips on how to reduce the risk and keep your family safe during the bin strikes. At the moment, you have to be aware there is a large increase of rodents in the population living in and around Birmingham, and this is likely to increase the longer the strikes go on. So please be aware that when dealing with urine and rat droppings, these can contain nasty diseases. Rats can defecate between 30 to 50 times a day and can spread disease through their urine or come into contact with people through open cuts and sores or through contact with food surfaces. Some of these might include leptospirosis, salmonella, and Listeria and hantavirus. Please make sure you're using gloves and you're using any PPE available to you if you are cleaning up or if you are touching any rubbish that may have been contaminated by rats. Mice numbers are also set to strike. Although rats are getting the mainstream media at the moment, all rodents or commensal rodents, meaning they live from the hand of man, will have population spikes during this time due to the availability of food source available to them. Mice will urinate to mark territory and also spread diseases such as salmonella and Listeria through urine dropping and through their beddings. Both rats and mice can also carry other bacteria through their fur and across their pores from when they're moving over food surfaces and over rubbish as well. Mice can squeeze through a gap of around 6 millimeters, so for all proofing recommendations, we recommend that proofing is carried out to 5 mil, or if whereas feasibly possible, that leave no gap present for them. Pest control products. With the use of pest control products, these are available to amateur users. However, all pest control products can be dangerous. They contain a risk to wildlife and also to humans and other non-target species. This could be family pets that may not be the intended purpose. You must use these in accordance with the instructions because incorrect usage will either stop the treatment from working or may cause more environmental damage. At the moment, we are currently looking at rats and mice. However, flies also play a big part in the vectors of bacteria and pathogens through food. Blowflies in particular, they are typically bright green or bright blue, often land on rotting food, and they will then spread these between different food sources, eventually landing on food which is for human consumption. Houseflies will also be present, and also the potential for lesser housefly as well. So please be aware during the bin strikes, keeping your windows closed and doors closed where possible. Not only will this prevent from rodents coming into the building, but it'll also prevent flies coming in as well. There is also the risk with rodents that there is the chance of damage to cables and pipework, and even brickwork and silicon has also been damaged by rodents. Rodents have to maintain their teeth by the use of gnawing, and with this there is increased risk of fire and from flood. So if you are finding any evidence of chewed cabling or chewed pipework, act very quickly to ensure that it doesn't go any further to reduce the risk of floods and fire. Feral pigeons as well are seeing an intake rise with the amount of food waste available to them. They can carry around 110 pathogens, and this can also potentially spread the risk of bird flu in large numbers. In some areas of the cities, pigeons and gulls will be taking advantage of the rubbish as a food source and bring them the parasites that live with them. This can be stuff like mites, ticks, fleas. So again, if you're working with pigeons or any birds or any wild animal at the moment or in the future, we recommend suitable masks and gloves where possible and a strict hand washing hygiene as well. Although rat bites are uncommon, we do have to be aware that rats may bite if they are cornered, scared, startled, or if you go to pick them up. We have had reports from the BPCA that a member in Birmingham has been bitten by rats when a rat was cornered. Although the skin isn't broken, it is advisable that you contact NHS 111 and that you have suitable treatment to ensure that any of this moving forward is dealt with appropriately. Ignoring pests will not let the problem go away. Pests will breed quickly with a good food source, meaning infestation can spiral out of control. For example, a female mouse can produce anywhere between 5 to 10 litters a year and between 5 to 7 offspring per litter. That means in just a single 6-month period, a single pair of breeding mice could lead to 100 offspring. Rats do breed at a similar but slightly slower rate to mice, so we need to be aware of this as well. These are public health pests, which also means it is important for the community to act together to ensure that we are able to reduce the pest numbers safely, efficiently, and quickly. If you do need more help, then please go to our website, bbca.org.uk, and we also have a Find a Pest Controller tool. All of our members are Trustmark accredited and they are assessed to BSEN 16636, which is the only pest management standard in Britain and in Europe itself. They are trained to follow codes of best practice and to carry out work safely, efficiently, and to get the result that you wish. So please don't ignore the issue and visit bbca.org.uk for more advice.